First of all, let me just tell you three things about my experience when watching this anime. Number one, based on all the foodgasms that happened, I know enough hentai to know where that was actually going. Number two, this show was so good about food, I had to eat the entire time because it made me hungry. And then number three, in all the animes that I've watched, this anime just made me laugh hard. Like it was hilarious. This anime is called Shokugeki no Soma, Food Wars. I almost drifted away. Thank you, Zelda Legends 12, for making this recommendation because I really thought that it was just gonna be it's like one of those typical edgies and stuff, but no. Like that comedy was just hilarious. Like at the beginning, apparently, we go through the life of the main character named Soma, and he's 15 years old, and he cooks with his dad at like this old like shop that they both have, this restaurant, and they both cook up fried rice, and they're like in a contest. And the thing is, like, the food tastes so good that like you have orgasm, like they'll eat something, go like, "Whoa!" Like they they achieve euphoria because the food is so good. And then if it tastes disgusting, Mayumi, one of the characters, she ate apparently squid tentacles and peanut butter, takoyaki and peanut butter, and it was something Soma made up, and she ate it. And then the squid, like the squid's tentacles, it was sort of like an exaggeration, and they were like wrapping around Mayumi. So if you guys know all about tentacles and anime girls, you can go and make the inference right there. And like if it tastes bad, then it's gonna like feel bad. If it tastes good, it's going to feel good. And that's what I like about Food Wars. Like they take the enjoyment of food and they put it on a completely different level. Like you have to enjoy food a different way now that you watch this anime. And apparently there were like these sort of like, I guess you could call them the IRS. They're sort of like urban people that like to close down restaurants and stuff, but they come after the restaurant's been closed and trying to say that Soma's dad and them need to close down the store. And it gets a little bit ironic at the end of the episode, but Soma's going like, I refuse. If I can't serve a customer something, then we'll go out of business. And then the next day, while he's walking home from school, he comes back to the shop, and everything that he cooks with, all the meat and stuff, has been ransacked, and everything's completely messed up. And then there's also a bunch of vandalism on top of this restaurant sign. And the same people come back wanting some sort of like tasty meal with a meat juice in it, like it's sort of savory. And the woman's saying that, oh, you can't serve your customer food? I guess you'll have to go out of business. And like she is so desperate to like close down that restaurant and make some sort of hotel. So then Soma puts on like his little headband, like he ties it around his forearm, and then he takes it off, puts it on his head like Naruto or something, and he's going like, let's do this. So apparently whenever he puts on the headband, he's supposed to be serious. And then he starts cooking and stuff, and this soundtrack behind the anime, like, I've never seen cooking so epic. Take Hell's Kitchen, take Paula Deen, well no, yeah, take Paula Deen, put it together, and then put like some awesome music to it, like some sort of orchestrated music. You have Shogeki no Soma, except for the racism part and stuff. But still, like, this was awesome. And then he cooks the meal, and then she's saying that, wait, what happened? You didn't have any meat. And apparently the bag that he was carrying had thick cut bacon in it, also followed by potatoes. What he does is, back then when he was trying to serve somebody something, apparently the juice from the meat went into the potatoes and absorbed that. So that he thinks of, let me make this into a meal. Basically what he does is he softens up the potatoes so they can absorb stuff. Then he kneads up both onions and mushrooms, kneads them together with the potatoes, and makes some sort of like batter, I guess, or some sort of he molds it up. And then he wraps bacon up inside. He wraps bacon up with the potatoes, and then he ties it around and puts cilantro or something on it, and then he puts it in the oven. And then he mixes up butter, red wine, sweet soy sauce, and sake, and he mixed that together. And then he marinates it on the sort of pork roast, and then there you have all of the meat juices sucking in with the potatoes, and then you also have a new savory sweet sauce making the gotcha pork roast. And then the woman tastes it. She has a full scale food gasm because it tastes so good. And then if you guys have ever watched hentai before, you know how hilarious this was. Like, instead of saying, I want more of this, she said, I want more, like, give me some more food. And then even the security guards that are there, they have to get some. And then they all take a big bite and they just savor all of the flavor that is in there. And then it gets better. This is the part where I laughed my butt off. Okay, so apparently, like, since they have exaggerations and stuff, like, all their clothes come off, and then they just start achieving euphoria, going like, meat juices, and then it's like they were, having full scale orgasm, and then they just lay there, because they passed out from how good the food was, and Soma was just going like, oh, hope you guys enjoy the food. The next day, he's cleaning up everything, and then this is where our story's going to start. The dad says, okay, listen, something's come up. I'm closing the store down. Like, really? After this entire night that I tried to defend your restaurant, you're going to close it down? And then he says that, listen, I know that you want to keep cooking, so I'm sending you to a cooking school. And then he's going like, and then Soma underestimates this cooking school, going like, it's probably just going to be some old geezer telling me how to cook. He looks at it, and apparently it's some sort of cooking academy that has a graduation rate less than 10%. And it is like so tall. It was almost like Kill la Kill when Ryuko looked at that academy, Ryomaji Academy, I think it's called, and then she's like completely like shocked. That's how someone was like going like, oh crap. And then that's where episode ends. Tell me in the comments if you guys have watched Food Wars. How good is it? Because this is about to be like the most hilarious anime of 2015. I can already see it. And don't judge anime based on fan service because you're sort of missing out. I gotta go watch a bunch of other animes because I judge them based on thumbnails and stuff. But that is it for me today. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you guys like my video or like my review, be sure to subscribe if you're new. And be sure to like the video if you liked it. And until we meet again, see ya.